Okay, so here's the real question. You go to the track and you go open header. Do you make more power? No, you don't. Here's why. See, I think we can all agree that long tube headers make more power than shorty headers. And long tube headers make more power than these stock manifolds. Now, why is that? A lot of people claim back pressure is a myth. It is. No engine is going to like back pressure. But you got to ask yourself, well, if that's the case, then why this short little guy is not making more power? Because clearly that's got less to travel than all of that. And you also got to ask yourself, well, then why have anything on here at all? Why not just go open head? Because what these long tube headers are doing is it's scavenging the exhaust pulses out of the cylinder. When this pulse runs down this tube, a vacuum is created behind it. This vacuum helps pull out the next pulse out of the cylinder, and so on and so on. As they're working their way down, each pulse helps pull out the next. That's scavenging. That's why longer tubes make more power, because there's more scavenging. And as you can clearly see, there's not going to be any scavenging going on here. Okay, we know why long tube headers make power, but why do long tube headers on their own lose bottom end torque? Didn't we just say these make power? They do, but you're not making as much power as you could be. Now we're down to the business end, okay? This is the collector. All the tubes come down and collect, hence the name, into this one point. See? Look, right there. Now, what should happen is when one pulse enters this collector, it should be pulling on all the other tubes, helping their pulses come out as well. Just like up there with the head, there should be a vacuum created here behind the pulse that extends to the rest of the pulses once they enter the collector, scavenging all of the other pulses out of all the other tubes. That is what's supposed to happen. But these are street headers. See, they got a flange to accept an exhaust. Okay? Racing headers don't have that. They don't have this flange. It's just open. But you'll also notice that the collector is a lot longer because this tiny space, just like that tiny space, does not give enough length in order to actually do the scavenging part that's supposed to happen. These are intended to be run with some sort of exhaust. That's why they made the collector so short. And that's why you're going to lose power, is because you're not taking advantage of the scavenging ability of the collector because it's too short. Now, if you got one of these, 18 inches long, 12 inches long, popped it on there, then you would have a longer collector. That's why they're called collector extensions. And you would be able to actually pull the mixture out of these other tubes. Scavenge. So that's why you lose power when you go open header. You're not taking advantage of what the header is capable of, because they never intended you to run open header. They wanted you to have something after this. Now, a lot of the old guys used to have the cutouts, remember? It would be just like this, except it'd have a cutout on one side with a plate. You unbolted that plate, and that would be your open header. Well, that extra length of pipe acts as your collector extension. That's why those still made power. Now I realize there's still going to be some people who are going to fight you on this to the very end. But yeah, just you who you know who you are, who actually absorb that information, you're doing good. And I'll catch you next time.